What's up guys, Budget Tactical. I got a new backpack today. We're gonna take a look at it, see what we think.
You have enough backpacks already.
Well, this one's pretty nice. All right, that's weird. My head hurts. But I got a new backpack I want to show you guys. It looks like a tote, but I promise it's a backpack. This is the Eberlestock UPRANGER. New-ish release. Crazy cool. Because rather than setting your backpack down on your straps and having your straps get all gross and muddy, and rather than setting your backpack on the back and not being able to access any of your stuff, they fixed that. Let me show you. What they did is they made the zipper opening on the, we'll call it the inside, the back facing portion of the bag. That's cool. All of these dividers are removable. Middle divider is adjustable as well. Comes with a couple more. I took a couple out already. We're gonna pack this today, and that's gonna be kind of part of our video here. Just like the Eberlestock half track, you do have this top style opening. What I think is super cool, along with the regular concept, is these side panels here. There's 3 individual pouches, and it flips over to have MOLLE on both sides. I'm willing to bet we can strap a rifle in here and close that on the rifle. We're gonna check that out in a minute here. So, let's get our reference material. Let's pack this together. Our long range shooting bag. So the first thing we're going to want to get is going to be a way to see if we're hitting our targets. Spotting scope. I positioned this so you can see right here that I left some buffer space down in there to put some non-delicate things. So if I do end up having to drop the bag down quickly, I'm not going to hurt it. I have this up in the corner here. Works fine. Cool. Down at the bottom, I may do such a thing as my 308 ammo. Fits in there pretty well. Looks like I get about 3 boxes pretty comfortably in there. Probably could fit a little bit more. More minor thing is I do have my phone scope adapter just to get you guys nice and good angles. That can usually sit on top because that gets used. I do have side pouches here as well, so I could stuff in something like a Right in the Rain, because you do not have enough Right in the Rains. Go buy another one. Slide that guy in there, fits perfectly. Never going to know it there until you need it. A couple other things we want to toss in there. Absolutely love these Walker earbuds. They're electronic, in-ear hearing protection. Pick them up on sale. They're super nice. They're very much worth it. Again, that's something we can toss on our side pouch here. Targets, I usually like to toss in the top. And if you can find yourself a little hard plastic like clipboard or almost like a little folder, I picked one of those up on Amazon for $7 or $8. Put your targets in there, keeps them nice and straight. For zeroing, these ones are the absolute best. They're inch by inch squares, and they actually tell you up there what to adjust your scope at after you're at 100 yards. So 2 right and 3 down, and it'll tell you actually how to dial your dope on your scope. Get you right there. Toss something else in there. We have our Rangecraft by Athlon. I went with this one over the Garmin one. It's a little bit less expensive. Still really nice. I like it. The other thing too is you can look, there's a good amount of depth, so I can actually stack a couple of these things on top of each other and still have plenty of room to work with whatever else I need to. Overlooked but easy. Staples and stapler. Same thing. Heavyweight at the bottom. We got a little wiggle room there. Put our staples in there. If someone has a recommendation on a more compact stapler, lighter weight's fine, compact's more important, let me know down below. I'd like something half this size that I could use that's not a hammer tacker. If you know of something or use something, let me know, please. Depending on what you're doing. Range timer. Absolutely love these guys. I have the Pocket Pro 2, picked it up on sale from Devore. It's Optics Planet's like discount website. They have the app, all that good stuff. I do like that. So that guy, if you're doing any sort of on the clock shooting, definitely makes a big difference. These are going to be your pocket dividers right here, and they just Velcro into place. You'll end up with a couple extras, I'm sure. Toss them somewhere you're going to remember, otherwise you'll lose them. Minor thing, pick yourself up one of the multi-screwdrivers. It's either going to be for a piece of range equipment or something while you're at the range, as well as possibly a gun part. This one here goes down to a T10, T15 Torx head, and a lot of scopes are running something like that, so always have some sort of little repair tool. I know the fix-it sticks exist, but they are on the pricier side. This is probably 10, 15 bucks. So have one of those. I'm going to toss him right on top for now. Again, this stuff's always probably going to move, but for right now, we're just tossing it where we think it'll work out perfect for you. This spot is big enough also to fit a DJI Mini 3. I will take mine out to the range sometimes because if the spotting's not great, I'll actually fly the drone right up to it, get a little zoom at an angle, and then I can use that as a spotting scope. It works out really nice. My rangefinder has gone missing, but that'd go in here too if I had one.
If I had one! Sorry.
So we're going to leave a little bit extra space in here for right now. I'm going to go ahead and close this guy up, and then let's look at our side panels here. Okay, looking at our side panels, like I said, these guys unclip. There's a little retention strap right here that you can kind of see. That's going to hold it into place. Hard bottom shell. This might get a little bit of paint job just to knock it down to the gloss and the solid color of it. So, there's moly paneling in here. We can add whatever we want, but I'm more interested in our little side panels here. They do expand out a fair amount, so if we want to toss something like a pair of shooting gloves in there, those work perfect. Winter, this one's absolutely being reserved for hot hands up here. Put in place of that right now, just toss a smoke grenade. Legal smoke grenade. What else can we add from our tool chest, guys? Here's one I forget half the time. Magazines. These are nice mag holders on the side. Those are my 10 round for my 308 Savage. Tons of room to spare. Load those up, as well as the stuff on board. You have enough ammo for out any sort of distance shooting. Snap that back down. Flip it over again. Now we're back to our other side. Now, depending on how you want to set this up, you could set up one side for one rifle and one side for the other, and then mount your rifle to whatever the opposite side is. So if I'm shooting 308, I'll use my other side. If I'm shooting 300, I'll grab my 300 inch stuff. So, toss this guy in. She fits one 300 box. So I'm probably going to pick up a little ammo carrier for that. Same thing, Accuracy International mags. These ones are not cheap. I have not bought any extra plus the ones that came with the gun. Those will fit in there nice and snug. Again, don't forget your mags. I did it today at the range. I'm annoyed with myself, but we'll talk about that another time. Snacks, put snacks in here. Beef jerky, meat sticks, trail mix. Because the most annoying thing is when you're out in the range and your stomach starts rumbling and you realize, I forgot to eat today. I'm not saying I've ever done that. I'm fat. I don't forget to eat. But bring snacks in there. That'll make your life a lot better. Thing two, cleaning kit and or oil. Preferably both. These are little real Avids I picked up at the local Farm and Fleet. And they do carry a push rod style set rather than a pull through set. This one's specifically meant for AR-15s, but you very easily could adapt this over to a 30 caliber or whatever caliber you want to run yours for. You could also get a couple of these guys put together to make that. I'm sure there's someone out there that makes a compact cleaning kit, but I do like these guys for about $30 to $40 per pack. And guess what? Fits almost perfectly in our upper pouch here. Always have gun oil with you. I have a little organizer that I keep spare batteries in, spare foamies. I keep this guy in there just for adjusting small scopes. Toss an extra battery in there, but without fail, someone's ear pro battery dies, your shot timer battery dies, your flashlight dies, or again, you or someone forgets your earbuds. So keep this in on your shooting bag somewhere. That'll fit perfectly in there. Pick those up at the local hardware store. They're cheap, and they will save your butt at some point in time. We'll go over a little bit of the adjustment of the bag here quick, but this is, again, the UPRANGER. I'm pretty happy with it so far. There's a lot more adjustments we're going to do to it, but as of right now, I like it. All right, let's go ahead and do a fit check on this. Goes on like any normal backpack. I always try to do my chest straps first, and then get that cinched down as possible. Alright, and then we're going to do our shoulder straps tight as we can. And then the kind of interesting thing about this bag is how this bottom strap works. So I do have my Glock on my hip, so it's going to be a little bit to get it around it. But rather than just have the buckle be the tensioning device, they actually loop it back through a second tensioning device here. So we're going to pull it inwards to tighten, which I do like that inward pull a lot better than an outward pull. Manage your straps, tuck them in. This one does have the Velcro guy, so you wheel that back up. Just enough to keep it out of the way. It rides pretty good, I like it. Always do your bounce check, make sure nothing's moving around too much in there. I think my box of ammo is the only thing making noise right now. Yeah, this is the Eberlestock UPRANGER. So far I like it. Let's try to mount a rifle on the side of it quick. Give me 1 second. We're going to go historic. I have my 1924 German Mauser here. Go ahead and close that strap on her. Again, you have the Velcro closures on these guys. Give yourself a little bit of working space. Right on the bolts, we'll see how that fits. Okay, let's give it a test, and if it falls, it shouldn't, but if it does, you guys get to watch it live. Okay, I like that. It fits good, sits level. If anything, I'd probably add some sort of strap to the trigger guard, holding it upwards, away from the trigger, gun safe and all that, of course, just to keep it from sliding out like it almost did. So, a little bit of improvement, but we can do something like that. I'm a big fan of this bag. I haven't spent much time actually with it on my back. Like I said, you guys just watched me pack it. I'll probably give you an updated review after a little while, but so far, gets a thumbs up. Alright guys, that's the Eberlestock UPRANGER. I did end up picking this up on sale, about $100 off. Sign up for the emails, sign up for the birthday accounts and all that sort of stuff. You'll end up saving yourself some money. Be smart with your purchases, and then you can pick up nicer stuff like this. I love Eberlestock as a brand. I really like their products. I own 2 of their bags now, and I've never had a single issue with it. I know several other people who do as well, and they love them as well. But this is not a paid sponsorship for Eberlestock. I just like their stuff. The only thing that bothers me, this is a little glossy, which I understand with the material, you have to. The green version is a black body, and the black version has all black. I would love to see a green version with a green body, or even some sort of camo pattern on there. I don't believe they make a multicam at the time of filming. I'd love to see a multicam version of this. That'd be really nice. Again, just something to knock down the gloss on this. But again, once you're actually lined up and taking a shot, this should be on the ground. So that's the review. We'll come back and do a later look at it once I've got some time on it. I plan on doing a lot of distance shooting this summer, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of good data on this thing towards the end of the summer. Please let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see any other specific backpacks. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.